Hey, what's up guys? Mendel here. I hope you're all doing awesome and wonderful. So today I'm going to show you how you can create a modern metal thrash tone. So let's dig right in. Here we go. Alright, so my name is Mendel. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you like this video, if you like what you're seeing here, what you're experiencing here, I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, if you like this video, you can subscribe, give me a thumbs up and hit that nice belly thing, and that's wonderful, awesome, thank you. Let's get to the metal, shall we? So what I have in front of me here is the demo track for our recently released Marshall IR pack. And link will pop up here somewhere if you haven't seen that trailer for it yet, but it's thrash metal. Like, I grew up on thrash metal, like The Haunted, Slayer, Hate Sphere. What else do we have? Exodus, Violence, like good thrash metal, like put a brick on the gas pedal. So let's first listen to the demo track and then I'll show you how I created this thrash metal tone. So here we go. Alright, so in my opinion, it sounds sick. I like how it sounds. It sounds modern, like clear. And let's go to the basics. So I played this with my Les Paul, active pickups, but they were on passive mode. These are the Matt Heafy pickups, but any active pickups or passive, like in my opinion, any pickup will work as long as you play really tight, like tight as you can be. So this song is quad tracked. So it was kind of harder to get everything as tight as possible, but I think it sounds pretty tight, right? So what did I use? So this is just DI. So let's start with left. So this is just DI. And I have the fourth and nameless suite on here, but the cab is off because I have these 4 guitars here, all cab off, so just the amp. And they all go into this guitar bus, and on the bus I have cab number 1 from the Marshall IR pack. Oh my god, cross advertising, who would have thought? So this is the fourth and nameless suite. Let me also put the EQ off so we can really build it from scratch. So we have the amps here. The only thing that's on the bus is the Marshall cab number 1. So what's very important when choosing an amp, like I personally would not do thrash metal through a Mesa amp, or a Mesa rectifier. I need an amp that's really tight, like this Marshall modded amp, the Fortin amp, or something else that's really tight. Like everything's about the tightness because you really want to get that gallop, well, at least you really want to have the gallop be audible. And let's face it, like the gallop, like dun dun or dun dun dun, that kind of stuff is so typical thrash metal, like this stuff. That kind of stuff. So you need an amp that really complements that. So I have left and right the fourth and nameless suite. And then quad tracked on left 2 and right 2. I have the Gojira, I think this is an EVH amp, so also really tight. So let's listen to that. Like you can really hear that I'm digging in those strings. But this amp has a bit more mid-range and the other one's a bit more scooped, so together they really complement each other. So that's basically foundation, like this is what it sounds without EQ. So then I use some EQ to clean it up. So let's just turn these off. So I have some like lower mid like cut to get out the woolliness. That kind of stuff. A tiny mid scoop. Get out that. A tiny upper mid boost. Just to get more clarity in the mix. And I took away some resonances. Those nasty whistles. So that's that. And then it was lacking some oomph because those chugs. So I just added an SSL EQ and boosted, my god, 9 decibels? Well, 9 decibels. That really adds weight, and that's really typical modern, I think. That's the thing that was lacking like on the older Slayer records, like Seas and Abyss. Don't kill me yet, I love the album, and it's a good mix for the time, but we moved on. So bypassed. And I'll turn it on while it's playing. On some good headphones and good speakers, you can definitely hear there's a lot of weight added to the tone. So let's do the same thing on the gallops on the beginning. And I added a tiny bit of like high shelf. That's typical SSL thing. It always sounds good, like 3 decibels or something on the highs. And then the last thing, to even the palm mutes out, just a multi-band compressor on those palm mutes. You can see when I'm during the that part, it's nicely pushing those palm mutes down, so it won't woolly the mix. So all of this off, it sounds like this. And that's it. And that's basically it. So number one, play as tight as possible, really dig in those strings, like gallop the fuck out of those strings. I'm gonna say it, don't care. Gallop, get an amp or an amp sim that's tight. Like in here I used the Nameless Suite and that Gojira amp, like an old Marshall, modded Marshall kind of thing, and like an EVH 5153. Personally, again, I wouldn't go for a Mesa amp. Perhaps it would work for you, but not for me. And then what I think is very important, get a good sounding IR. So with this, like again, we use cab number 1 from our new IR bundle. And I just really like cab number 1, and it fits the song pretty well. Alright, so that's basically it. If you like how the cab sounded, make sure you check out our Marshall IR bundle. And don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and see you next time. Cheers!